as I mentioned, about positive and negatives, and I mentioned about boundaries before. I mean, do you believe in, like, there's a saying, you can push it so far, or?
Well, some people do adopt, like going back to David Bowie or someone, isn't it? Some people do adopt acts or a persona and then sell that, and then they can give the audience, whether it's on there or like yourself or whatever, anywhere they go, they can give it to the mass, like to the full extent, and act that role. Some people, like say Noel Gallagher, deliver themselves, and it's very much it's Noel. You know what Noel's about, and he's got that thing, like say the Peter Andre, Katie Price thing, where they'll sell the whole, their life is an asset.
Okay, communities again. You know, I know you're quite big with communities, aren't you?
That's to promote yourself. That is the biggest possible thing. You can walk around the street with a megaphone saying, "Come and watch me, come and watch me, come and watch me." It's falling on deaf ears, like, and you're going to annoy maybe even the people that do want to hear you might be put off by that. But if you're going and finding out the people that want to listen to this type of music, you're finding out what they're about, what they're into, their interests, involving yourself in what they like, in their pastimes, what they're doing. Like, that's the community. That's massively important, I find. Or, well, it can be massively successful if you wield it right.
By mixing.
By involving yourself in their community.
It's so important to be getting out there and mix with the right people,
isn't
it?
Well, it can go both ways. Well, some people might do it from a laptop, some people might do it personally, physically, but it should be engaged in either way.
Trying to stick to like-minded people.
Yeah, well, yeah, just understand that they're going to get into the music, and you still want to spread the net further afield, but like, again, that's other communities, you know, like certain people like going to Mellow, certain people like going to Leaf, certain people like going to Chibuku events, certain people like going to see Evol events, they might go to that. Some people are bound by a venue, some people are bound by a genre, some people are bound by a promoter or a prestige. Like, tap into all of them, you can find out what each one's about, and where then what you're doing could fit in or not, and then you know you don't have to maybe waste your time and waste their time as well.
Right, okay, so like coming to the conclusion part of it, do you feel like, you know, it's a lot to do with awareness and being on the ball and stuff, you know?
Yeah, and that's grew. A lot of what we used to do when I first started out, you do it naturally. Then over time, you've realised what you've done naturally has either been successful or not. You tend to stick to the successful part. So, like, every part of what you do, you are capable to use promotions every second of the day. Like me doing this with you, whoever's watching this, you now know about the bands I'm in. This is a useful tool. You're walking on the street, like the music you're listening to, you see someone listening to you, you like what music you're listening to. It's all encompassing and should all be utilised. Don't stop at any cost, and don't think that there's a boundary. You are the content provider, get it out there. You want it echoed, so you can do that on stage, off stage. Like, maybe not when you're sleeping, but, you know, every time you're walking around town, I'm going to leave here and go, because it also looks to the people. I'm actively engaged in the media by doing this. I'm actively engaged in something in the college community.
Yeah, so you've got a gig on tonight?
Yeah, we've got a gig on tonight in the Shipping Forecast. Not me, the band, but as a promotions company. So I'll be going down and having to do a few bits. Just keep the word spread, isn't it? So we're getting to Harvest Sun, Sound City and the T Street Band. And that's what you should be doing, no matter where you go.